don't much matter, it's all good company. You could go in your boots, put 'em on. You could go in your jeans, pull 'em up. You could go in your yellow sundress. Either way, you're a gorgeous gal to me. But anywhere you go, we're all going to the same old place. To a bonfire Friday night, throwing down our tailgates. Anywhere you go, it's all gonna be the same old thing. We can drink and pee into the air. Anywhere you go, well, you could go with the flow. You could go against the grain. You could cut your own damn path. And just as long as you stay in your own lane. But anywhere you go, we're all going to the same old place. To a bonfire Friday night, throwing down our tailgates. Anywhere you go, it's all gonna be the same old thing. We can drink and pee into the air. Anywhere you go. You could go with the Cures or the Bush, the Miller or the White Claw, the Jack or the Jim, just to get your blood flowing. When your get up's done, I'm gonna been win. Well, it'll get you where your guitar's going. 'Cause anywhere you go, we're all going to the same old place. To a bonfire Friday night, throwing down our tailgates. Anywhere you go, it's all gonna be the same old thing. We can drink and pee into the air. Yeah, we can drink and pee into the air. Anywhere you go. Come on now, hurry up. We got a lot of time. I'm trying to get there, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
His old calloused hands grabbed a hold of that man, drunk behind the wheel of that car. He drug him to the ground. The people gathered round. He didn't mean to take it that far. Granddad lost his wife, so that man lost his life as he reached for the hand that redeems us. 10 years in that cell between heaven and hell. between jail and Jesus. He found that demon in the bottle. Daddy drank his last swallow. Drunk, he hit Mama again. Yeah, the neighbors called the cops, tried to fight, but he lost behind bars till God only knows when. There's a price to be paid for the hands that he laid, making deals with the one that redeems us. As he lies in that cell between heaven and hell, caught between jail and Jesus. Rebel blood runs through my veins. I choose not to end up that way. One thing I've learned, my prayers are still heard. I hold on to the one that redeems us. I walk the line, but I've strayed time to time, living between jail and Jesus. Living between jail and Jesus.
She is my good friend Peyton Howie. That is called Jail and Jesus. And before that, brand new music from a gentleman by the name of Cody Howell. And it was called Any Way You Go. Well, any way you go, you found me. How about that? Welcome to the Tim Kelly Show tonight, live on KICR Indie Country Radio, live from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I'm broadcasting from the Tim Kelly Studios tonight, and we got a great show for you tonight. We've got Mr. Gary Patrick going to be with us tonight from the great state of Texas, and we got a whole lot of what we call New Country's Best in the 3-hour show tonight, so you want to be sure and stay tuned for the whole program. It's going to be fantastic. Lots of brand new music and brand new artists to display on the program tonight for your listening pleasure. For your listening pleasure, I want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of the other radio stations that replay this program and give you this ear candy around the world as well. Great ones like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, devilscountryradio.com, radiotheking.be, also from Belgium, WVMIradio.com, realradio.us, downtheroadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, RadicalOnlineRadio.com. We are affiliated with LakeParadiseRecords.net, and our live radio player is on their website as well. They are a great Sony Orchard record label. And CountryRadio.lu, 93.9 FM in Luxembourg in the UK. We appreciate your support as well, and thank you for playing the show. You can find the Tim Kelly Show on Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Just Google the Tim Kelly Show and you will find New Country's Best. How about this next gentleman from Adair, Oklahoma? His name is Cody Hibbard. This is called Looking Back Now on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a special Wednesday edition.
Looking back now, I'd have done things different. A lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda dones, but I didn't. Now I'm standing alone in the kitchen, just wishing I'd have took the time to listen some more. Held her hand and held every door. Ended every night and started every morning with some kisses. But you can't go back on a yesterday. Now I'm right in the middle of a too little too late. Looking no choice. She needed a man, but I was just a boy. And now it's just me in the memory of her leaving me. Just looking back, now I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back, now it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town, and she ain't looking back now. Looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back, now it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. Bet she's got that car pointed west with a hammer rolling down. And she ain't looking back now. She ain't looking back now.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I'd have brought you a souvenir from the city you never saw. You would have loved it here, but your truck couldn't make it out this far. We just stayed up singing old Hank Williams songs you used to like, the ones we listened to together back when I was 5. If I'd have seen this coming, I'd have drove all through the night, but I never even got to say goodbye. I had to tell the preacher what songs to sing and verse to read, 'cause you weren't the every Sunday kind, but we knew you believed. I know you would have loved to see the sunset with your family, all gathered underneath the tree you planted on the land you left me. I can't help but think, if I'd been there then you'd be fine, but I never even got to say goodbye. Someday when I get married, who's gonna give me away? I don't wanna do this life without you. Oh, but I didn't get to say. So I'll shoot that trophy deer you had your sights set on all year, and I'll dial your old number till your voicemail disappears. I'll save a stool beside me every time I'm at the bar, and make a wish you're up there somewhere among the stars. I know I'm supposed to let go and move on with my life, but I never even got to say goodbye. No, I never even got to say goodbye.
There's brand new music for you from a young lady by the name of Jessie Wilson. That was sent to me by my good friend Mr. Brian Judy, the founder of Freedom Jam USA. That is called Never Even Got to Say Goodbye. Well, we're going to get to say hello to all the folks at Freedom Jam USA. That's going to happen 1 week from this Saturday, September the 30th in St. Peters, Missouri at the Diamond Music Hall. And this next gentleman's going to get to headline it. And by the way, I'm getting my tuxedo altered right now as we speak, and I'm getting my radio personality altered too, because I get to MC the event and introduce the headliner. This next gentleman, Jesse Keith Whitley, the son of Lori Morgan and the late great Keith Whitley. He's going to be the headliner this year at Freedom Jam. You can still get your general admission tickets on their website at freedomjamusa.net, and they are also a show and radio sponsor of this program. Feeling Coming On from Jesse Keith Whitley on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a Wednesday night special broadcast.
There's a devil on the sticker of this bottle of liquor, and I've drank her down to his horns. There's a woman who's leaving, and I'm sitting in the kitchen, wondering what the hell I did wrong. There's a cold wind blowing as the shadows move down the hall, while her memory chills me to the bone. Well, I know this feeling coming on. Well, I know this feeling coming on. You see, I'm slowly dying, my angel is flying back to the life she lived before. I almost pulled the trigger, thinking about him with her, and I see hell's fire through the storm. There's a cold wind blowing as the shadows move down the hall, while the memory chills me to the bone. Well, I know this feeling coming on. Well, I know this feeling coming on. There's a cold wind blowing while the shadows move down the hall, while her memory chills me to the bone. Well, I know this feeling coming on. Well, I know this feeling coming on. There's a devil on the sticker of this bottle of liquor, and I've drank her down past his home.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
It'll have to have a stake so deep that I can't pull it out of the ground. And it'll have to have a chain real tight to make sure I'm tied down. None of that if you love it, say got a little tired. And if I said I wasn't thinking twice, then you could call me a liar. Well, look at me, standing outside your door. I've never slowed down like this before. Better catch me quick before I catch on fire. I made a run, I'm gonna perpetual loner. I run when it's looking real. I'll give you a run for your money, cause this hard honey is one you're gonna have to steal. You gotta make me run out of reasons, cause boy, I always lean toward the leaving. Give me something to run to instead of from, cause I made a run. I made a run. Ooh, yeah. It'll have to have a stake so deep that I can't pull it out of the ground. I made a run, I'm gonna perpetual loner. I run when it's looking real, and I'll give you a run for your money, cause this hard honey is one you're gonna have to steal. You gotta make me run out of reasons, cause boy, I always lean toward the leaving. Give me something to run to instead of from, cause I made a run. I made a run. Oh, I made a run. Yeah. Ooh, I made a run.
Her name is Mae Estes. She is my good friend from Hope, Arkansas. Made her debut on the Grand Ole Opry this year on March the 4th, and she's been killing it in the world of country music. Her next gig, she's going to open for the bell-bottom queen of country music, a young lady by the name of Lainey Wilson. How about those two ladies in the world of country music? Mae Estes, Lainey Wilson. That's going to be a great, great show. Go find Mae Estes. Follow her on TikTok. That's where I found her. She's got 300,000+ followers. You can be one of them. And she does these cool things on TikTok Live called May Day Mondays. So you want to be sure and tune in on Monday or get the notification that she's live. She plays a lot of great original music of her own and a lot of great cover songs as well. Miss Mae Estes. This next group is made up of 5 people in the band. I got to interview 2 of them last Friday, live from the Branson Star Theater last week, and I will also be live there this weekend on Friday and Saturday. They are my good friends Bo King and Charles Reyes from a group called 12 Mile. This is called The Bottle on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on this Wednesday night special.
I thought my daddy was a devil with his flats, a dirt cheap rum. I saw the glow from his drunken eyes as a fire flew from his tongue. I made it out of Oklahoma like a bandit on the run down bars and cheap cigars with a girl that'll leave you numb. It's like the liquor gets a little stronger every night. It seems the bottle gets a little deeper every time. Myself staring down the loaded end of a cold steel 45. Bury me in the Brazos River, let my spirit drift away. I feel the presence from above.
as my eyes slowly turn to gray. It's like the liquor gets a little stronger every night. It seems the bottle gets a little deeper every time. Gets a little stronger every night. It seems the bottle gets a little deeper every time. It seems the bottle gets a little deeper every time.
The great group 12 Mile. That is called The Bottle. They work with our good friends at Southern Borders Entertainment, and go check them out. And if you missed the radio interview from last Friday night, that is still a recorded show on our Facebook, or it's on Facebook too, but it's also on our website still at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Go follow us on Facebook, by the way. We're going to meet this next gentleman, though, on the radio tonight live for the first time on this program. His name is Gary Patrick. How are you, my friend?
Well, I'm doing great, Tim. How are you doing tonight?
Doing fantastic, man. Thanks for doing the program, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, we appreciate that, and I don't know anything better to do than on a Wednesday night, if you don't have a gig, than do a radio interview and play some great country music of yours. Sounds like a plan.
How kind of you, and what a perfect opportunity. Yeah. Thank you so much.
I tell you what, the only live entertainment we got pretty much is radio now, because of this writers and actors strike that's going on forever. There's nothing good on TV. It's all reruns.
Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, I'm watching reruns of 12 O'Clock High.
Yeah, right? I watch reruns of old John Wayne westerns. That's my style. So.
Nice.
I love doing that. But I love country and western music for sure. But this new indie country, I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and it's just phenomenal. The talent that is still out there and the people that we meet along the way, you included, man. I love doing it.
Oh, man, thank you. You know, it's a melting pot genre that I think that when we get into it, it's so fascinating. Is you got guys, you know, at my age that had listened to the greatest genres of music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and it's influenced our lives. And our music is just an extension of that.
Absolutely correct. You know, I was DJing 80s music when I first started doing this. I went to broadcasting school in the 80s in San Diego when I lived out there. But I married a girl from Oklahoma, and, you know, it's real close to Texas where you're at. In fact, my wife that I have now is from Texas. She came up here from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And so, yeah, that's what started it for me. And that 90s country got me about 4 years later after broadcasting school. I was like, okay, I'm doing country radio.
Oh, yeah. 90s country, man. The music, the stories were still great, and the music turned a little bit more modern.
Yep.
Oh, man, I can't say enough great things about 90s country.
Yep, and, you know, the pedal steel and some of that traditional country music, I love these young folks that are still keeping that alive and well, so kudos to them. We sure play that, for sure.
Yeah, man, you know, pedal steel is an art form.
Yep.
You know, there's no manual that teaches you how to play that instrument, so you really have to learn it yourself. And so, like you say, kudos to those that are still flying that flag, because there are fewer and fewer alive
Absolutely.
that have mastered it, you know.
Boy, they love it here in Branson, and at the Branson Star Theater, where I've been broadcasting the show from on the weekends. Michael P. Hermsmeyer won Musician of the Year again this year for the Branson Show Awards, and it's a phenomenal show, and hopefully one day we can get you down here.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, tell us about your country music journey. The reason I love doing these interviews is because I call it the stories behind the songs. So how did you start in the world of country music, or tell us maybe who you listened to on the radio growing up?
Oh, my gosh. When I was a kid, I'm the youngest of 4 siblings. And I mean, when I mean young, I'm 8, 11, and 12 years younger than my closest siblings.
Wow.
And so when I could have memories, they were old enough. They were giving me influence of different artists. And when there was music going on in the house, my mother would play beautiful classics. She was a self-taught piano player. She loved church hymns. One sister that introduced me to the Eagles, and one sister that introduced me to Dan Fogelberg. My brother introduced me to Boston and Dire Straits, Mark Knopfler on guitar, and then Dad is responsible for Willie Nelson and country music. You know, it's the stories that it's the motion pictures, the 3-minute motion picture.
Yep.
That, you know. So, I mean, that's where it started when I was a kid, when I was a little kid, you know. I could tell you that I fell in love with music. I literally fell in love with music when I heard Neil Diamond's song "Play Me."
Yeah.
Because that's in 6/8. It's a wheel that never stops, and the music was epic. The story was passionate, you know. And I knew as a kid, I just fell in love with that song, you know.
Oh, I was with you on that, man. Forever in Blue Jeans. That was a 45 that I used to play as a kid all the time. And Philadelphia Freedom by Elton John, and, you know, just all that good stuff. And then, of course, the 80s music was Chicago, REO Speedwagon, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Madonna. You know, that was a whole decade of its own that'll never be repeated, I don't think.
Oh, yeah. That's a one and done,
yeah.
You know.
And they do a lot of that tribute stuff here in Branson, and especially at the Nashville Roadhouse Live. It is called Where Country Meets Rock and Roll. So they do some cool tributes to those kind of artists. Robert Plant and Queen's in there, Billy Idol, you know, some of that good stuff. Footloose, you know, that soundtrack, that was a hit songs come out of that one too. So, yep,
sure,
a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely. You mentioned tribute music. You know, that I've played for a living my whole life. That's pretty much all I've done. You know, and that's 30 some odd years. You know,
wow.
And I mean, at one point in my journey was in Las Vegas at the house band at the Bellagio and the Mirage for years, playing all sorts of genres of music. So I've been an entertainer, you know, my whole life.
Yep.
And getting to do that was, you can't pay for an education like that.
No.
You know? So that point, getting to play that music really helped my writing and helped me develop who I was as an artist.
Now, you said your mom was self-taught on the piano, I believe. Were you self-taught playing the guitar or any instruments that you play? Because I saw one of your videos today, and you were jamming out on the electric guitar pretty good.
Oh yeah, I've got a YouTube channel, and so I put out the instructional videos and demo videos and whatnot. You know, my brother Ronnie, he's 12 years older than me. And, you know, I wanted to be just like him as a kid. And he played guitar, you know, and he showed me, I was a tiny kid, and he was learning how to play the song called The Boxer by Simon and Garfunkel, you know. And, you know, and I couldn't put my hand around the neck, but I could put my fingers on top of the neck, you know, and you know, he showed me how to play it. And I kind of shanghaied his guitar from him, you know. You know, by the time I was 8, I started guitar lessons with my first mentor, Tom Russell. And I took lessons up until I graduated high school, and when I was 17, and then I moved to Southern California. So that was almost, you know, 9 years of guitar lessons, you know. Yep.
Well, that's awesome, man. You sure do play good. I've heard some of your music since I got it sent over before the interview tonight, and you definitely showcase your talent on that instrument for sure, brother.
Oh, thank you so much, Tim.
Absolutely. You know, country music, 3 Chords and the Truth, it's called. Tells some of the best stories, and most of the artists that I interview on this program write their own material. I want to ask, is that true of you? I'm sure it is.
Oh, indeed. I mean, especially the early years of songwriting. I mean, life is research and development. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, yeah.
So your first songs are probably about the closest thing to your heart. You know, your first heartbreak, or or disappointing your folks, or whatever that is, close to the vest.
Mm-hmm.
So in my earlier songs were definitely about my own experiences, but then when I got to be a better writer, I started co-writing, and that's when my writing got better.
Okay.
To me, that's when everything got better. I surrendered my children, so to speak, because writers often don't want to share, their babies or the ideas of their songs until they're finished.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm here to tell you that after I learned how to co-write, I learned that there's holes in your writing, and somebody else, if you trust somebody, they can point out where, no, you already had that rhyme, no, you already said that word. Let's don't sacrifice a good line for a cheap rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
So I started co-writing with a gentleman named Ken Orso, a dear friend of mine. He lives in Ashland, Oregon. And we started co-writing about 2006, I would say.
Yeah.
And I will say after that, my songs started to... I could create a song out of an idea and make it as passionate as I would my own experience. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely. I've got a lot, and I'm glad you mentioned that. I might have to tag them in the replay of this show, because I've got a lot of songwriters that listen to this program, and they get together and co-write as well, and you might be able to collaborate with some of these folks. One of them's right here in Springfield, Missouri, just north of Branson, where I'm at. Good buddy of mine, David Wagner, and his friends, Cindy Rogue and Jill Chase, Ron Medor, all those guys write together. So
I would love that.
Yeah. And the demo singer out of Nashville that picks them up, he used to be in Loretta Lynn's band, Michael Lusk. He records a lot of their stuff and puts it out to radio. So,
fantastic.
Spectacular. So maybe that's something that you could do. And you'd be the artist, obviously. So that'd be great.
Oh, I'd love that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, and the writing process is really interesting to me. I talk about it all the time on this program. It's a talent that I don't have. It's a God-given talent, I truly believe. And you're sharing your stories with the world. Sometimes it is about your life experiences, and you're putting your heart out there and your soul out there in words and putting it out to music. And I think that's just the neatest process, and wrapping it up in 3 or 4 minutes. That's just so cool.
It is, man, I love it. I love everything there is about the process. To me, sure, there are gifted people that can spit out a story, but for me, it's different for everybody. I think it's definitely a muscle, and if you don't write it all the time, it takes a minute to get back in the groove of writing. Yeah. So anytime I'm taking a break, and I do take breaks from writing, I have to get the wheel spinning again.
Yeah. And a lot of things, and I even see it in the process of a song, it was originally going to be this title, and they changed the title even of the song, and that happened with a hit song for Toby Keith. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I think it was originally supposed to be called American Pride, and somebody said you need to change that to American Ride, and so that's what he did. And I talked to one of the guys in Nashville back in 2008 when we were hanging out at a bar called Losers, and now there's Winners in Nashville on North Broadway, and he said the royalties from that song that guy wrote, it had it hit number one and stayed there for so long that he probably made $250,000 in royalties on writing that song.
Oh my goodness gracious, man!
That doesn't happen every day in music, and I've posted that here a lot about the music streaming, and I've seen a bunch of those posts. It takes like 5,000 streams on Spotify equals one sale of a T-shirt at your merch table. So. Yeah, it's just ridiculously low, but you guys don't stop, and I play a lot of the artists that were in these talent competitions, like Blake's team on The Voice and stuff like that. Now it's going to be Reba's team coming up next Monday. She's going to debut, but just because they don't win those talent competitions either, it doesn't stop them. They still make a lot of great original music, and it kind of fuels the fire when you don't win. You want to keep going and try to put out quality stuff.
Yep. Absolutely.
I love every bit of that process. So that's awesome. Well, you got a great song here called High to Ride, so we'd like to play that one. But again, in the interviews, I want to hear the story behind the song. So what's this one about?
Man, let me tell you. So High to Ride, that's not about smoking something funny and hopping on a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
High to Ride means if you've ever been stuck somewhere and you needed a new perspective, you needed a new view, your very soul would do anything to get a new perspective on life. You needed something spiritual to pick you up and lift you up. You need a new high to ride.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
I love it. And if it is about riding a bike, I've got some biker friends, man. My best friend bought a Harley brand new in Rogers, Arkansas several years ago, and he rides every weekend.
Well, the essence of the song is about hopping on a motorcycle.
That's awesome.
You know, it's about burning the throttle open wide and getting yourself to, the other side of wherever you need to be. But yeah.
He calls it wind therapy. This is music therapy, and isn't music therapeutic? And that's probably another reason you make it, isn't it?
Man, it is cathartic. It's healing. It's absolutely, man.
And,
telling a story. It's a release for sure, man. This writing is emotional.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, we're going to play your song right now for the folks listening in Radio Land, and we're going to come back and talk to Gary Patrick some more on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, on a special Wednesday night edition.
Been a hell of a year, trying to get in gear. Stuck in darkness for so long, it feels like home. Now I'm ready to go, packed and ready to roll. Leave my shadow back behind me on the road. I need to find some high to ride, keep my feet on the ground so my soul can fly. Head on down the road tonight, with the throttle open wide, take a state line trip to the other side. Need another high to ride, find some other high to ride. But I wake up the same, like a groundhog day. Time to find some peace, I've got to change my way. Smell that ocean breeze through the tall pine trees. Shed my boots to feel the sand beneath my feet. I need to find some high to ride, keep my feet on the ground so my soul can fly. Head on down the road tonight, with the throttle open wide, take a state line trip to the other side. Need another high to ride, find some other high to ride. 'Cause life has weighed me down, but this freedom's finally found. Doesn't matter where I go, though the waves are crashing all around. There's something deep within the sound, tell me what I need to know. I need to find some high to ride, keep my feet on the ground so my soul can fly. Head on down the road tonight, with the throttle open wide, take a state line trip to the other side. For another high to ride, for some other high to ride, find some other high to ride.
His name is Gary Patrick. How about that song right there? They're loving it in our live chat room. It is called High to Ride, and it's H-I to Ride. So there you go. Absolutely love that. Gary Patrick, man, great song, great interview so far tonight. You were going to ask me about San Diego or something?
Yeah, you know, I noticed you told me you went to school in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived in Laguna Beach for years.
Oh, okay.
I lived just north of you in Orange County for several years.
Yeah. I was actually in Escondido, inland, about 30 miles from San Diego, and drove to San Diego to broadcasting school. And my dad went to school in Escondido in the 50s, and he wanted to move back there for a while, so we did. And we painted houses in Del Mar, La Jolla, Rancho Santa Fe, where all the big fancy houses are, gated community, millions of dollars of homes, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Oh, wow, man. That's a ton. So what years were you there?
That was 86 to 1990. I was in my 20s in 86. When I went to broadcasting school, it was in 88.
I'll be darned.
I'm the oldest of 5 boys. There's 5 of us, and I'm the oldest one. So I'm the only one that got the radio bug and the country radio bug.
I'll be. So. You moved out when I came to California in '89.
Oh, okay. Yep, I left just a little after that. You know, back then a 30-mile drive took 2.5 hours. I couldn't imagine being out there and how crowded it is now, or how it must be now.
It's nuts out there.
Yes,
I couldn't move back.
I don't think I could either. But we definitely need. It's neat with internet radio. People from California tune in, and I've got friends that are artists from Norco, California. In fact, Presley Tennant was on Team Kelly of NBC's The Voice, and we play her music religiously, and she's became a real good friend of mine, and her mom as well. So we're all good friends. Got another artist that just sent me a CD of his, and I found him on YouTube. His name's George Highfill, and we booked an interview, and he's also from Norco, California. So country music is universal, isn't it? You don't have to be in Nashville to make it.
No. Not at all. What's funny, Norco and Riverside used to be really rural in the early '90s, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's grown up. But yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. Yep. You can have a country heart and be anywhere, man.
Boy, absolutely. And you told me you're in a pretty small town between Fort Worth, I believe, and Shreveport.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was raised in a little town called Golden, Texas. Casey Musgraves is from Golden, Texas.
Okay. Nice.
One of her uncles was one of my best friends in school.
That's awesome. She's super talented, isn't she? Oh my gosh.
Boy, she's always been a talented writer. To me, she's always been been an older soul. Mm-hmm. Even when she was a teenager, she seemed to write songs that were deeper than what I thought she could experience in life yet, you know? Yeah. So she's always been a great writer.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, you're in a great spot for country music. You know, I say it all the time on the radio. The 2 biggest places I probably get music from is Texas and Canada, believe it or not. And the Canadians just had their Canadian Country Music Association Awards here just last week, so I'm seeing a lot of those posts too. But you're in a great spot for country music, and in fact, that's another thing that got me into country radio. When I lived in Oklahoma for 20 years, around Ada, where Blake Shelton's from. Sherman, Texas was the closest, just right over the border of Durant, Oklahoma, down to Sherman, and so we were real close to that, and so much good country. I mean, George Strait was still killing it at that time, making his 60 number 1 hits. So yeah.
Oh, wonderful, man. Wonderful.
And how about that Cody Johnson guy? I played him as an independent artist, and he is just tearing it up right now in country, too. So
that guy, he can do no wrong.
Yeah.
I think everyone just embraced him. I love it. I love it when something like that happens, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I say it all the time, it just takes 1 or 2 songs to launch your career. I mean, I can go back and think of this young lady, Lainey Wilson, who's doing really well. You know, we played Things a Man Ought to Know as an independent when she was doing that, and then she got a record deal. So, 1 or 2 songs that radio really, really loves, and the fans really love and stream and buy and purchase and go see you in a show, you're on your way.
Isn't it something? I mean, I don't think there's not silver bullet. It could be just one thing.
Just one little thing.
This week I woke up to a text, and it was High to Ride was in the CDX Nashville top download songs of the week, and it was number 11. And I'm like, how'd that happen?
Yeah. Right? I look at my stats sometimes and I'm like, how'd that happen? Got a lot of new people tuned in. In fact, this last month we had 300 unique visitors on the website for the first time. So I hope they come back, and I hope they really love the show and stream that too, because, the beauty of doing this is they get to hear my voice, but they get to hear yours and hear you sing at the same time. So it's a win-win for both of us.
Very cool.
I love it. The folks in Tyler, Texas are in for a treat. I'm looking at your website. You're going to be there in a couple of days on the 22nd, and then you're going to be back on the 23rd. So that's going to be a great weekend. And then you're going to Mineola, Texas, and down to Bullard, Texas, I guess, and Longview. So you got a pretty good looking schedule.
Yeah. I've just been very fortunate. Have a lot of venues that love to hear my band and love to hear. I'll play solo, or I'll play a duo, or I'll play with my band.
Okay.
And I've got a group of guys that I've been playing with since 1986.
Man,
that's rare.
That is rare. That's a long time to keep a band together.
Yeah. You gotta love each other first.
Oh, absolutely.
You gotta be buds.
You guys are like family when you're out there on the road and sleeping in the same tour bus and eating at the same restaurants, the same food and this and that. So yeah, it's a neat relationship. My brother's an over-the-road truck driver, and you do it by yourself. At least you got those buddies with you, and you don't get as lonely when you're out on the road like that. So,
Roger that.
That is awesome. I was going to ask you too. Down there in Texas, have you got maybe your favorite gig that you've done, and a place calls you up and says, "I'm there in a heartbeat," because you just enjoy that so much?
There's almost too many.
Is there?
I mean, I love playing. I'm from Northeast Texas.
Okay.
But I absolutely love going to the Hill Country, which is Fredericksburg, Kerrville, along the Guadalupe River. That's a whole nother kind of. It looks like, my gosh, it's a desolate beauty. The Hill Country is very rocky, little squatty mesquite trees and whatnot, but it's gorgeous, and the people are so kind. So we go out, we play there once every few weeks. We'll go out and do a little run out there. But I have to tell you, all over the place, you find people. You find your people.
Yeah.
And of all places, I got to give a shout out to Eagles Bluff Country Club in Bullard, Texas.
There you go.
And there is a group of people there at this that are so kind, and they listen, and they love the music, and they reciprocate with love. It's just, there's great people everywhere. So the venue doesn't have to be a bar, or it doesn't have to be a honky tonk dance, or it doesn't have to be a 1,000-person venue.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Love everywhere, man.
Blake Shelton wrote a song about that here not too long ago and recorded it. It's called God's Country, and that's exactly what you get to see a lot of when you're out on the road and get to write music about it with your buddies and all of that. That is just a cool way to make a living, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a blessing.
It is. It truly is. Now, you've said off the air, you were telling me that this is your 6th studio album, I believe, that you just released, that some of the songs that we're playing tonight. Where do you go to record? And give a big shout out to that recording studio.
I'm going to do that. Yeah, Tim, this is my 6th studio album. And the album drops on this Friday, by the way.
Okay.
So I've released 3 singles off of the LP. And the LP drops Friday. I've recorded my last 4 studio albums with Chad Malden, Malden Productions. He is an amazing producer, engineer. He's the guy wears 4 hats. He's not only an engineer. Not only does he understand the software and the recording process, he's a producer, and he's done it all his life. He's a master. He plays multiple instruments, so he can assist if you need a stunt guitar part or a keyboard part or a shaker part or organ part. But let me tell you what's really unique about where he records. He rented the old KSIJ radio station in Gladewater, Texas. Now, during the Louisiana Hayride days, now this place was built in 1949. It is Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley. They've recorded in there in this radio station. It is beautiful, in a time capsule. It's so gorgeous. The main recording room sounds amazing. I helped my friend remove the old equipment out of the control room and install a bunch of modern equipment. So that's his place, Malden Productions, Gladewater, Texas. Chad Malden.
There you go, Chad Malden. He's the man, making you sound good. And boy, when you have great people in your corner, that's exactly what happens. Great things happen. And your music is top notch, my friend. I love having it on the program because we call it around here New Country's Best. That's our Twitter account, in fact, at New Country's Best. So
thank
you can follow us over there, and I'm at Tim Kelly on air, so you can follow me there. But now I want to ask you something that I ask a lot of artists, and I'm going to make you think for just a moment. It's kind of a neat question, but what is your dream gig, Gary? One that an artist that maybe you would like to either open for or have a duet with live on stage? Who might be some names we might know?
Mark Knopfler, the guitarist for Dire Straits.
Okay.
He's my favorite musician.
Money for nothing, chicks for free.
Well, the thing is that is the 1986 album Brothers in Arms. But before that, Mark, recorded Romeo and Juliet, Sultans of Swing.
Yeah. Man, I grew up on that stuff.
Tunnel of Love. The reason I love him so much, he's one of the most singular musicians I know. I mean, he can play two notes and you know it's him.
Yep.
So it's like Chet Atkins or Vince Gill. He can. The one thing that I really love about him, his lyrics there's a sense of innocence in his storytelling, and he often writes about being a teenager. At a carnival, gonna meet a girl, with his lads, the stories. If you can get through his English dialect, sometimes it's hard to understand his early recordings.
Yeah.
The stories, there's just a sense of innocence that's today is not that innocent, man. Kids growing up today, they know more than we did when we were 40.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that music captures a part of my heart. So when I write a song, I want to put a little piece of Mark Knopfler in it, whether it's a guitar part or a lyric. It spoke to me early on. So that's why to me genres can cross pollinate.
Yeah.
Influences kind of come in as you. So yeah, Mark Knopfler.
That is awesome, man. I have never heard that one before, and all the times I've asked that question, so I never know what I'm going to hear. And, it's not always country, so I love that, too. We're open to all of that, because all of these different influences make you the artist that you are, and that's what I love about music. Country music is universal, of course, but there's a lot of genres within country music as well, and a lot of rock influences come in there to play, so absolutely.
Tim, did you know that Mark Knopfler and Chet Atkins recorded, a couple of albums together?
I did not.
Yeah, that's right. Mark was a big country fan. He's a big country fan.
Man, I worked with a guy here. His name is Leroy New. He still does a great Marty Robbins tribute, and he won Guitar Player of the Year. I mean, he can do dueling banjos with just the guitar. It sounds that good. And
oh my gosh,
Chet Atkins a huge influence on that man, and he grew up listening to AM radio in a house in Kentucky with no electricity, so that's how far back radio meant to him and country music. He self-taught on the guitar listening to the radio. So
you want to think about that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
I know, right?
He had to work. He had a battery-powered radio.
Yep.
You had to really love it. To work at it like that.
Absolutely, and he's still doing it. He retired once and came out of retirement, and he's back doing his show here in Branson again. So I love it. It's a great show and a really good tribute to Marty Robbins. I'm biased, but I say some of the songs that he does better than Marty did them, actually. So yeah, it's really good. But I was watching you today play the guitar on the video to this next song that we're going to play, and man, I thank you for the time tonight too, by the way. And What Else Can Go Right is the title of this one from your album. And before we do let you go, I want to ask everybody where they can find you and where you prefer them to go on social media too.
Oh yeah. Well, social. You want me to do that now?
Yeah. What's your website? Okay. I've been looking at your website, but I'll let you tell it.
Yeah. Okay. It's www.garypatrick.love, L-O-V-E.
Yep.
It's not a dating website. I'm not going to contact you about your car insurance. I lost GaryPatrick.com. I let it expire in the early 2000s. Somebody must have thought that I was famous because they want $10,000 for GaryPatrick.com.
Go, Daddy, go. Go, Daddy.
They can have it. So my website is GaryPatrick.love, L-O-V-E. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Gary Patrick Music. And please, folks, go to my YouTube page, which is Gary Patrick Music. Like and subscribe. Not only do I put music videos up, but I do guitar demos, product demos, show you how to play some cool stuff on guitar.
That's awesome.
Some pretty cool stuff in there. There's some stuff I've learned over my 30-plus year career that's pretty interesting.
That is awesome.
Or maybe not such a young buck.
And in the video to this song, you're sitting in some Chevy pickups, some old ones, and they're just Chevy pickup parts. You're sitting in the cab. There's no bed to the truck or anything. And my grandpa drove those. He had the bed, and all four wheels and everything. But I grew up riding around with my grandpa because he used to sell campers and trailers, and he started building his own custom tops for pickups for the bed of the truck. So, man, that's what I grew up riding around in. He was a Chevy man, and so am I. I got a 2020 Silverado, but.
Oh man! Well, you're talking about the video to What Else Can Go Right.
Yep.
I did it on my iPhone in 20 minutes.
There you go.
It must have been 115 degrees in that shop, but that is a 1968 C10 truck that my wife bought for me to rebuild for my 50th birthday, and so it's not my first rodeo with car restoration. It's my hobby.
Wow.
But this one's moving along at the speed of a stout herd of turtles.
Yeah.
so it's a pretty funny music video. Just
I loved watching it this afternoon, getting ready for the program tonight. I had to check it out, and so it's real well done. And that's another reason you got to come to Branson. They restored because it got taken out by the Branson tornado back in 2012. But they have a car museum. The Branson Star Theater that I'm broadcasting from now on the weekends used to be a car museum as well, but they moved it up on the 76th Strip a little bit further, and they redid it after the tornado come through. So it's a brand new building, and I haven't even been in it yet, but I see what's out front that they put out there. And they had one at the bottom of Dick Clark's that had a bunch of classic cars too down there. And Jay Leno's a big buff, and he offered quite a bit of money to be a part of that, but they didn't ever take him on. But yeah, it's really neat. If you love classic cars, you'll love Branson too.
Oh man, I can't wait. My wife and I can't wait to see you.
Yeah, it'll be fun. So we'll keep in touch, and definitely this will not be our last radio interview. I'd love to have you back on the program too, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely. You're a hit with us around here. We love it. Gary Patrick, What Else Can Go Right? We should interview him again. That's What Else Can Go Right on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Wednesday night special.
10 things are going good, I can't believe my luck. Driving down the road in a brand new truck. Hitting all the lights, life is on the road. Feeling like it's turning in my baby, don't you know what else can go right? Ain't nothing wrong, living my life like a new song. Don't have to fight, I sleep good at night. What else can go right? I used to be in trouble, always seeing double. Fist up in the air, living in a bubble. But now it's all changed, my life is rearranged.
hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. You're stuck in my head right in the middle of things that I gotta do. I'm daydreaming with a funny little smirk. Boss is screaming, hey boy, get back to work. I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. Just to think about a year ago, I was drinking beer with old friends. We were laughing, we were playing, we were feeling like this could end. I was on top when everything stopped. I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. You're stuck in my head right in the middle of things that I gotta do. I'm daydreaming with a funny little smirk. Boss is screaming, hey boy, get back to work. I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. I was just a single guy getting high, breaking the rules. I wasn't like my brothers and the others in the game of fools. But when you kiss my lips, you turn me into this. I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. You're stuck in my head right in the middle of things that I gotta do. I'm daydreaming with a funny little smirk. Boss is screaming, hey boy, get back to work. I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. My defenses, you broke through. My fences were no use. I ain't thinking about nobody else. I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. You're stuck in my head right in the middle of things that I gotta do. I just gotta tell you I love you when you flirt. Wake up every morning with perfume on my shirt. No, I ain't thinking about nobody else but you. I ain't thinking about nobody else.
Man, how about that gentleman? His name is Gary Patrick. We just hung up the phone right before that song ended. What a way to kick off hour number 3. Nobody else but you. But we played that for everybody else, including you. So there you go. Gary Patrick. And absolutely love his music and what he's got going on. He's a hit maker right there, ladies and gentlemen. GaryPatrick.love, Love. Go check him out on his website. Tell him Tim Kelly sent you. Welcome to hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show on this Wednesday night special. We got lots more great country music ahead for you. We're going to play male artists, female artists, groups. We got it all going on what we call New Country's Best. You know, Gary's from Texas, so is this next artist. She's a great female artist. There's lots of cowboys in Texas, but the title of this one happens to be You Ain't No Cowboy from Jenna Paulette on the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
You blew in like a Cheyenne wind, blue green eyes with a whiskey grin. It's almost like you knew I had a heart to steal. Yeah, we danced till the lights came on. Kiss me slow to a George Strait song. I had no doubt that you were the real deal. They don't make promises they can't keep. Don't say 3 words they don't mean. They don't end it with a text from Santa Fe. Cowboys ain't that way. You got the hand, you got the cattle. You put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots and scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at Yeah, you got the hand, you got the cattle. You put 1,000,000 miles on that saddle. You sure know how to make a cowgirl fall. You got the boots and scars on your knuckle, but settling down don't win any buckles. You ain't no good at sticking it out for the long haul. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all. Turns out you ain't no cowboy at all.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
The 2x4s that built that house, the hammer and the nail, the cotton in your shirt that you wear to work, that you bought on sale, the cigarettes you smoke, the whiskey in your coat, that's in every single bar, the rubber on the road, the stitch that was sewn, the leather in your car. Came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a 2-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states for you, even bought it, stand by hand somewhere, straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock that somebody burned up, you think it just fell out of thin air, but I came out of nowhere. Little towns, there's a little few left around. Them Carhartt people driving them diesels sure make it easy on us. They put it on the table, can't find them on the label, but man, you can trust that it came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a 2-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states for you, even bought it, stand by hand somewhere, straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock that somebody burned up, you think it just fell out of thin air, but I came out of nowhere. Little towns, there's a little few left around, little farms, little dreams make this big old world go round, yeah. It came from a guy with his name on his pocket, a 2-door jump start farm truck, hauled it, seen 9 states for you, even bought it, stand by hand somewhere, straight from a place that you never heard of, hours on the clock
that somebody burned up. You fake it just fell out of thin air. But everything right here starts way out there. When it came out of nowhere. Little farms, little towns, there's a little few left around.
They are one of my favorite new bands. They are called Sutherland. That is called Came Out of Nowhere. That's where the music comes to yours truly sometimes and lands in my email. If you'd like to land your wave files or MP3s in my email, it is indiecountryradio@yahoo.com. We'd love to hear from you and see what you got. If we can call it New Country's Best, like we did with Gary Patrick tonight, we'll put you on the radio and I will ask for that interview and we'll play 3 songs of yours in a row when we do the live 30-minute phone interviews. It'll be a lot of fun. We'll have a good time. Well, how about the talent in the world of country music? Some artists have been doing it for quite some time, and they have become classics in the world of country music. This next artist's father has done that. His name is Travis Tritt. Perhaps you've heard of him. Well, his daughter has a brand new song out that we're going to debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show. She is 25 years old. She is Tyler Reese Twitt. And her song is called Texas Hold 'Em. Perhaps you've played that card game, Texas Hold'em. Well, this is called Texas Hold 'Em from Tyler Reese Twitt on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on a Wednesday night special.
Midnight taillights, car packed up like a thief in the night in a quiet rush. Goodbye, my love, leaving us at the state line. I bet he don't know and he don't deserve the way it's gonna hurt when he finally learns I'm gone. I've known too long his arms ain't where I belong. Texas, hold him and keep him under your sky, 'cause I'm leaving and I'm needing all the help I can get tonight. If he follows, won't you slow him down? 'Cause if I see his face, I'll know I'll turn around. Don't you let him go till I get where I'm going. Texas, hold him, yeah. It's probably gonna hit me in Texarkana, looking in the rear view, thinking I can. You're so much stronger than I am. If you ever were my friend, Texas, hold him and keep him under your sky, 'cause I'm leaving and I'm needing all the help I can get tonight. If he follows, won't you slow him down? 'Cause if I see his face, I'll know I'll turn around. Don't you let him go till I get where I'm going. Texas, hold it, yeah. If he's mad as hell and wants to fight, if he breaks down, if he should cry, Texas, hold him and keep him under your sky, 'cause I'm leaving and I'm needing all the help I can get tonight. Yeah, if he follows, won't you slow him down? 'Cause if I see his face, I'll know I'll turn around. Don't you let him go till I get where I'm going. Texas, hold it, Texas, hold it, yeah. 'Cause I'm going, 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 going. So Texas, hold it.
New Country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your faith.
than this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
You say I didn't love you, then why were you my everything? I tried to show how much I need you, like a river needs the rain. So if I didn't want you, why would I beg you to stay? Why would I dream about you and build my world around you if I didn't love you? Looks like you need someone to blame as you make your getaway. Your mind's made up, your love has changed, but my love for you still remains. Before you drive off through the night and you move on with your new life, let me ask one thing of you. My heart be broken too if I didn't love you. There's nothing left for me to say. My words don't matter anyway. So as you drive all through the night and you move on with your new life, let me ask one thing of you. My heart be broken too if I didn't love you. Let me ask one thing of you. Would my heart be broken too if I didn't love you?
A member of the Traditional Country Music Hall of Fame, our good friend Richard Lynch with the Richard Lynch Band. If I didn't love you, I do love him. He is from Waynesville, Ohio. Good friend of mine. I've interviewed him 5 times on the radio and got to talk to him on the phone the other night. And I'll tell you what, on that phone conversation, we partnered up with his Keeping It Country Farm. So you can find them as a radio sponsor on the sponsors tab of our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Just click on the Keeping It Country Farm and it'll take you to everything they got going on. They love having folks out to perform with Richard and his band, and bring your own band as well. You gotta be traditional though and make that great traditional country music to get out there on the Keeping It Country Farm to play with Richard Lynch and the Richard Lynch Band. But we're gonna make that happen for him too. We're gonna help him be able to bring some of that talent that we play on this radio station out to the Keeping It Country Farm. So send me an email, IndieCountryRadio@yahoo.com, and we will hook you guys up. He is awesome. You're awesome too if you make traditional country music. Thank you for keeping that alive. Well, I also partnered with this next gentleman. He is the headliner for the Nashville Roadhouse Live at the Branson Star Theater, our good buddy Stevie Lee Woods. This is called Something About the Way You Look Tonight on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on a Wednesday night special.
There was a time when
And I was everything and nothing all in one. Then you found me. I felt like a cloud across the sun. I need to tell how you light up every second of the day. In the moonlight, shine like a beacon on the bay. No, I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight. It takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight. With a smile, you pull the deepest secrets from my heart. In all honesty, I'm speechless. I don't know where to start. No, I can't explain. But there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. It's a feeling that I feel for you deep inside. No, I can't describe. But there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight. No, I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight. The way you look tonight. The way you look tonight. The way you look
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
J. Michael Adams, 35, Kentucky born, and he survived by his wife and his 3 boys. Good Lord. Plain wooden casket, peace lilies in a wicker basket. Dry eyes, it's no surprise. He was living on borrowed time. Who did it? Who done did it? Somebody took one for the team. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? no crying, and the preacher keeps on lying. No, he was not a man of God, 'cause he'd been called too many times. He was a thief and a cheater, a natural born deceiver. But the moment that he beat her, his ass was mine. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His butt's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His butt's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder block on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in peace.
She is raised in Kentucky, born and raised, and now making her way in Nashville, Tennessee. Our good friend Taylor Austin Dye. And boy, what a storytelling song that one is. Don't hit a woman, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a guy especially, but rest in peace if you do. How about that one from Taylor Austin Dye? Well, coming up this Saturday, something really special is going to happen at the Branson Star Theater during the Nashville Roadhouse Live show. I'm going to be there, and we're going to be broadcasting live starting at 5 p.m. Central Time, both this Friday and Saturday night. But Saturday night on the 23rd is the guitar giveaway that we're doing with a good buddy of mine and a great artist named Carl Wayne Meekins. He has been taking nominations for folks to win this guitar that we're giving away. It is going to be signed. It already has been signed by the Stevie Lee Woods and the Nashville Roadhouse Live Band, by Leona Williams, by her son Ron Williams. A lot of great Branson performers. Jeannie Kendall, Carl Acuff Jr. have signed the guitar, and we're going to give it away Saturday night. I'm going to be sitting right next to Carl Wayne Meekins as well. We'll do a great live radio interview. It will be our third, as it turns out. This one will be live, though, and you'll get to see him perform live. So get your tickets now at the Branson Star Theater. Call 417-320-3418, and we'll see you there this Saturday night. How about this song from Carl Wayne Meekins? He'll probably play it for me. It's called A Color for Lonely. We both used to paint houses for a living, too. On Today's Country from Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
She showed me her favorite pictures as I painted her bedroom walls. This one's my son's graduation. He's a doctor now with kids of his own. Here's one of my late husband. I still think about him day and night. That's why I'm changing the colors. I'm just trying to move on with my life. But I don't have a color for lonely. I can only cover over the past. No, I don't have a color for lonely, and I can't paint yesterday back. Wish I could ease the pain, make it go away, but I don't have a color for that. No, I
Today's Country. New music discovery. Now.
Mr. Johnston walks to church. He's a man of faith. Lost his wife to a drunk driver one night in the rain. Me, I stand on shaky ground. My faith ain't always strong. I often look at him and wonder how he carries on. Last Sunday after service, said, tell me friend to friend, this world has taken so much from you. Why do you attend? He said, take a walk through those church doors, stare out of the panes, see how the glass colors the light and how it paints the rain. I'm not sure you will agree, but I'm glad you asked, 'cause I'm a firm believer this old world looks better through stained glass. Miss Miller sits in the front row, listens with a smile. She can't see a single thing, lost her sight as a child. Her mama passed when she was 3, never knew her dad. But to hear her tell about it, life ain't been so bad. She was baptized by a stranger in the creek when she was 5. And when any non-believer asks, she offers her advice. And she says, take a walk through those church doors, stare out of the panes, see how the glass colors the light and how it paints the rain. I'm not sure you will agree, but I'm glad you asked, 'cause I'm a firm believer this old world looks better through stained glass. Look behind life's pain that hurt you, the ones that tear you down. The right point of view is up to you. Hope can be found. There's hope all around if you'll take a walk through those church doors, stare out of the panes, see how the glass colors the light and how it paints the rain. I'm not sure you will agree, but I'm glad you asked, 'cause I'm a firm believer this old world. I'm a firm believer this old world looks better through stained glass.
That is a brand new single from Wade Quick. It is called Stained Glass, and man, I'm glad to get that song. Love playing that one on the radio. They kind of blew it up, him and his couple of buddies, that I'm going to play him again tonight right in a row on social media last week when I played 3 songs from them in a row. So we're going to do that right now again and see what kind of response we get. Next up is the buddy of Wade Quick's. His name is Flint Adams. This is called Fight Like Heaven on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a Wednesday night special.
I see the embers strewn across the battlefield. This old world has grown as cold as gilded steel. My heart prepares for the task at hand, staring at the hourglass funneling its sand. Grain by grain, I watch it fall. I'm not afraid what it will cause. chapter, prayed over each verse, step by step, onto the battlefield. Close my sword and fade my shield. I'm gonna fight with my last breath, fight till there's nothing left. Front line till the battle's won, fight without my guns, right up to the roll is called in life. Make what's big seem small. It's time to leave the devil broken, begging. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. We have a choice. Oh, it's up to us. I'm gonna fight with my last breath, fight till there's nothing left. Front line till the battle's won, fight without my guns, right up to the roll is called live life. Make what's big seem small. It's time to leave the devil broken, begging. Oh, it's time to leave the devil broken, begging. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. Fight like heaven. Fight like heaven. I'm gonna fight like heaven.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Playing my songs in this lakeside bar, not a care in the world, not a tip in the jar. But I've got new strings on my guitar and free cold beer. Why would I want to go anywhere when it's all right here? So barkeep, keep them coming and I'll keep on strumming. No need to be running after something out of reach. She's gone back to Georgia, probably thinks I'm in mourning. That blonde in the corner is smiling at me, so I ain't gonna shed any tears. It's a cold, cruel world out there, but it's all right here. Sitting on a stool in the middle of the stage with the view of the crowd and a view of the lake. That red neon burns the blues away in this cozy atmosphere. There's a whole lot wrong in the world, but it's all right here. So barkeep, keep them coming and I'll keep on strumming. No need to be running after something out of reach. She's gone back to Georgia, probably thinks I'm in mourning. That brunette in the corner is giving me a wink, so I ain't gonna shed any tears. It's a cold, cruel world out there. It's all right here in this moment. Everything's going my way. I think she laid down the hammer, so just like Haggard, I think I'll just stay here and drink. So barkeep, keep 'em coming, now keep on strumming. No need to be running after something out of reach. She's gone back to Georgia, probably thinks I'm in mourning. But that redhead in the corner is buying me a drink, so I ain't gonna shed any tears. It's a cold, cruel world out there, but it's all right here. Yes, she may have wrecked my whole world, but it's all right. tips in the jar.
All of those three artists are buddies, and man, they're buddies of mine now. Absolutely. His name is Steven Rizzo. That is called All Right Here. Man, everything's all right here when you're playing New Country's Best. That is for sure. Well, this next one we're going to send out to our good friend Shelly Lynn. She is listening to us live and in our chat room from Olathe, Kansas. Her favorite artist is going to be live with me next week, a week from tomorrow night, actually, and on the 28th on a triple play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show. He is our good friend, Mr. Adam Grant. This is brand new. It is called Life of the Party. Boy, ain't that the truth, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, I'm New Country's Best.
Of the party, I'm everybody's friend, the center of attention. That's how it's always been. They love to see me coming, hate to see me go. It's just a game I'm playing, but I'll never let them know. I can almost hear their laughter when I turn out the lights. The life of the party dies a little every night. A little every night. Yeah, the life of the party dies a little every night.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Felt like living and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me.
And this.
Hey pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Loving her is all I live for. Loving her, I'm the only man she wants to know, Lord, 'cause loving her is a one-man show. Now I'm a star in her arms, with her body so soft and warm. We're singing a song that no one-man show. She's the stage, she's the crowd, she's the words I sing out loud. And every time we do the show, it makes love stronger and lets it grow. For the Lord, she won't let go. She's holding on to her one-man show. I'm a star in her arms, with her body so soft and warm. We're singing a song that no one else knows, 'cause loving her is a one-man show. Loving her is a one-man show.
Puts on a great one-man show. Just ask Donna from Nashville, Tennessee, live in our chat room right now. Our good friend Jonathan Lynn. That is called One Man Show, and she's getting back to this weekend. Going to get to go see him and his one-man show. That's going to be a fun time. I love playing him on this one-man show. We are almost to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show tonight, and we're going to play this next song and then kick off hour number 3. But I do have a live interactive chat room. You can find it right now on our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. We would love to see you in it. And speaking of see you in it, that's the title of this next song from my good friend Brandon Davis from Chattanooga, Tennessee. See you in it on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on a Wednesday night special.
Do you remember that time we were sitting there beneath the porch light on a late night? You were just smiling back at me. The world took the back seat. I was hanging on your every word. Or that night we caught the late show. Your daddy didn't know we were flying down a back road. His F-150 was where I stole your heart in the Georgia dirt. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Thinking back now, I can still see summer sundress, your hair in a mess. We were everybody's dream, always be 18. Thought we had forever found. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Yeah, I tried leaving, but every time I try to cross that county line, I find leaving here means leaving you behind. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street side leads me back in time to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath hall. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. I see you in it.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
She looks good, I mean real good. She got that thing about her, she got that glow around her. It's been folded, but every time I hold it, I just can't believe you can fit in that much. Pretty in a 3x3. She's in that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. There's a corner ripped off, her name's in a heart at the bottom. There's a tear stain down the middle, where I've cried a little over that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She ain't in this house, this room, or this town. She ain't in this bed I'm laying in right now. No, she's in a red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, cutting me right straight to the core. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet, because she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. Yeah, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She looks good, I mean real good.
His name is Randall King. He is from the great state of Texas, and he is great. I had a good conversation with his girlfriend's mom today, who I've known for about 10 years, and we're going to work on bringing that gentleman to the Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. But every time we play him on the radio, we bring him here anyway, but we want to do it in person next time. And welcome to hour number 3 of the Tim Kelly Show. I'm still here. I'm in person. Glad to have you tuned in. We are broadcasting from the Tim Kelly Studios tonight in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world, and we got a great live show going on right now. We call this music New Country's Best because we truly believe that these are the best new independent artists making the country music that is going out to the world today. Absolutely love putting it out there for them and for you, ladies and gentlemen. How about the latest one from Ansley Davidson? I interviewed her before. She's awesome. Her latest single is called Everything I'm Missing on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio on a Wednesday night special.
Somebody's mama told my mama Allie had her baby last week. It's crazy, I ain't seen her since she won homecoming queen. Best friend's high school sweetheart finally dropped down on one knee. I helped him pick the ring out all the way from Music City. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to hear all the small town talk that's going on down there. But sometimes I wonder if I'd settle down with a boy back home in our no-name town, if we'd have a couple babies and a hunting dog named Bo. But I got back-to-back late Broadway gigs and a squeaky porch door that I'm trying to fix. Yeah, I'm figuring everything out on my own. These big dreams that I've been up here living, God, I'm just praying and I'm wishing it's worth everything I'm missing. It's hard for me to believe that Parker turned 10 last week, 'cause yesterday I swear we were singing our ABCs, and I would give anything for a walk down West Broad Street, for Friday night stadium lights, watching my hometown team. 'Cause these days I feel I'm living on the outside, seeing pictures of a life that used to be mine. But sometimes I wonder if I'd settle down with a boy back home in our no-name town, if we'd have a couple babies and a hunting dog named Bo. But I got back-to-back late Broadway gigs and a squeaky porch door that I'm trying to fix. Yeah, I'm figuring everything out on my own. These big dreams that I've been up here living, God, I'm just praying and I'm wishing it's worth everything I'm missing. I would never tell them that I'm homesick, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it. But if you told me 3 years ago that I'd be writing every day on Music Row and standing on stage at a Bluebird show with a crowd full of people singing songs I wrote, hey mom and daddy, would you look at me? I'm finally where I swore I'd be. I'm doing this damn thing up in Tennessee. Well, these big dreams that I've been up here living, oh, I can finally say I'm getting what I've given, and it's worth everything I'm missing. Worth everything I'm missing.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
side of crazy. Oh, I ventured too far where madness held its way, lost within her eyes in the middle of a hurricane. Beware of the twisted alleys where the darkness thrives, baby. But once you're in her clutches, you're on the wrong side of crazy. That's right. Her eyes are a raging tempest, her laughter I could see. She whispered spells of chaos, she sought to capture me. Her sweet southern voice, it lured me right in. I crossed that thin fine line into a world of sin. Oh, I ventured too far where madness held its way, lost within her eyes in the middle of a hurricane. Beware of the twisted alleys where the darkness thrives, baby. But once you're in her clutches, you're on the wrong side of crazy. Now here I stand on the other side. With lessons I've learned, I nearly lost my life. Woo! Y'all be careful out there now.
That is the latest single from my good friend Beau Hazard. It is called Wrong Side of Crazy. Well, you found this show, so maybe you're on the right side of crazy. I don't know, but he gets kind of crazy around here sometimes. But I love me some Beau Hazard. That is a great new single right there, Wrong Side of Crazy. And that brother is a great graphic designer. He made my new logo for the Tim Kelly Show and for KICR Indie Country Radio. Now we can shoot you straight with the best in new country music from both directions with those guns that he added to the logo. I absolutely love that. Got the cowboy hat and everything going on. Check it out on our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. How about the next one from Jason Black? This is called I Don't Want to Move, and you better not. We aren't done yet. On KICR Indie Country Radio, the Tim Kelly Show, playing new country's best.
Hold my hand a little longer. I'm not ready to let go. Let me stay and grow a little stronger before I try this on my own. My heart is aching and my steps unsure. But till I wake it doesn't matter anymore. So I don't want to move, I just want to stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. Let me hide a little longer from this loneliness inside. Save me from another morning where all I long for is the night. I know I promised I would be alright, and with my eyes closed it doesn't feel like I lied. So I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. 'Cause right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. I know that I must say goodbye, wake up and move on with my life. But please forgive me if I take my time. 'Cause I don't wanna move, I just wanna stay here inside this room, holding you this way. It's right here in my dreams, it's right where I belong. It's the only place it seems like you're not really gone. It's better than the truth, 'cause living without you is more than I can do. So I don't wanna move.
Number 1 for today's country. New music discovery.
You got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna wait for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range. If you want fast-paced freedom, boy, you better leave. If you can't fold the dead man's hand you hold, don't put your chips on me. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights that set this room aflame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me like an outlaw. Oh, lonely desperado, when you gonna see that you've been sold on fool's gold? You're hard to live in, won't come cheap. If you can't quit the saddle, leave it in the barn. Kick off your boots, boy, you can shoot the moon here in my arms. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights that set this room to flame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me like an outlaw. Ooh, love me like an outlaw. If you wanna steal my heart, take my breath away. If you wanna kill these lights, let's set this room to flame. If you're gonna hang your head by the back door on the wall. If you're gonna love me, if you're gonna love me like an outlaw. You got another thing coming if you think I'm gonna for you to settle down. This one horse town ain't like the open range.
That is a brand new single from Calzy Cullick. I just had her show up in my memories the other day on Facebook. I've been playing her music for about 9 years now. She's still going strong. That is the best one yet, in my opinion. Love Me Like an Outlaw, Calzy Cullick. This next artist was on season number 16, I do believe, of NBC's The Voice, Team Blake all the way. His name is Jake Hoot, H-O-O-T, just like the Hoot Owl. The letter B, the number 4, and the letter U. This is called B4U from Jake Hoot on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a special Wednesday night.
I won't lie, there was a few close calls and almost maybes. They all made me who I am. Before you, I was sure that I was living, didn't know what I was missing, till I got to be your man. I thought I knew what good love looked like, so sure I was doing it right, but I had it all wrong. I thought I knew how forever feels, but I was just spinning my wheels. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew. Before you, the sky was blue, but it wasn't blue. My heart beat, but it wasn't beat way it is right now. If I'm wrapped up in your arms, I ain't ever coming down. I thought I knew what good love looked like, so sure I was doing it right, but I had it all wrong. I thought I knew how forever feels, but I was just spinning. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew before you. You're the missing piece I never knew I needed before you. If I'm complete, baby, you're the reason, the reason. I thought I knew what good love looked like, so sure I was doing it right, but I had it. Just spinning my wheels. There's 1,000 things I swore I thought I knew before
and exciting.
Broadcasted live from Spreaker.com. Get her done.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
We were 2 drinks in when our lips first met. In the rush I felt hasn't left me yet. It's all a blur then again.
occasions got me wanting more. About enough taste so I can know for sure. Was it you or the whiskey? 'Cause boy, since you kissed me, I've been floating on a next level high. Is it your loving that's got me buzzing? Or was the bourbon messing with my mind? My heart's feeling tipsy. Is it you or the whiskey? It's all a blur, then again it's not. So the only question that I've got is, was it you or the whiskey? Boy, since you kissed me, I've been floating on a next level high. Is it your loving that's got me buzzing? Or was the bourbon messing with my mind? My heart's feeling tipsy. My heart's feeling tipsy. Was it you or the whiskey? Oh, was it you or the whiskey?
That is the latest single from my good friend Sydney Hansen. We've had about 3 radio interviews so far. There will be more, and that is her brand new single called You or the Whiskey. Her producer is the same producer as Miss Dolly Parton. Mr. Kent Wells produces Dolly Parton and Sydney Hansen. Great stuff on the radio tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And there aren't enough whiskey or drinking songs in country radio right now, are there? I'm just kidding. There are, but I like them. And here's another good one. Our good friend Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band from Gilmer, Texas. His latest single, I Can Drink in This Bar, on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a Wednesday night special.
It's boots and beer dive on the other side of town. Half burned out buzzing sign, almost falling down. It's the perfect place for me, 'cause that's how I feel tonight. I just need some place to think and get her off my mind. I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, where I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. I'll have another whiskey, I've got a lot to drink about. Tomorrow she might miss me, but right now I figured out I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, where I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. Keeps playing all the reason I can't give her up. I can drink in this bar. It's a place no one knows her name. Nobody's asking me where she's been. Won't smell her perfume or see her face. Yeah, I can drink in this bar, where I can drown all of my mistakes. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar. Ain't gonna see her in here on a new guy's arm. I can drink in this bar.
she wrote about her father, and she got the voice, doesn't she? Our good friend Dusty Lee Houston, 99 Halos. We'll send that out to Jonathan Lynn, who heard it last week and loved her voice. We'll play it for him again tonight on the Tim Kelly Show on this night of special music on this Wednesday night special. Well, this next gentleman will also be with me a week from tomorrow night on a Triple Play Thursday. Adam Grant will be the first interview at 7:30. Trey Calloway is going to join us again for the second interview that we've ever done at the 8:30 p.m. time slot next Thursday. So be sure to mark your calendars for that. You can check out our full live interview schedule at the bottom of our homepage on the website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Trey Calloway right now. It is called Back to the Country on the Tim Kelly Show. KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I swear that I can't breathe. City life is killing me. Bumper to bumper, another hour past. Everybody trying to get somewhere fast. Chasing that money, chasing that dream. It ain't doing me no good. I know what I need. Take me back to the country where the grass is greener and the tea is sweeter. On the map, down a 2-lane, stars shine bright. I got a cricket choir singing like it's church on Sunday. Take me back, take me back, take me back to the country. Take me back to the country. Take me back, take me back, take me back. Yeah. I miss those quiet nights, sitting around that bonfire, watching them embers fly. Uncovered trucks, catfish on the line. Cuddle up with you, girl, under that Carolina sky. Why I left home, I'll never know why. Take me back to the country where the grass is greener and the tea is sweeter. On the map, down a 2-lane, stars shine bright. I got a cricket choir singing like it's church on Sunday. Oh, yeah, take me back to the country. Take me back to the country. Take me back to the country. Take me back, take me back, take me back, yeah. Take me back, take me back, take me back to the country. Well, now take me back. Oh, take me back to the country where the grass is greener and the tea is sweeter. On the map, down a 2-lane, stars shine bright. I got a cricket choir singing like it's church on Sunday. I said it's singing like it's church on Sunday. Take me back, take me back, take me back to the country. Take me back to the country. Take me back, take me back, take me back. Take me back, take me back, take me back to the country. Well, now take me back, take me back. I'll take me back.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
If you think I'm gonna be like all the others before you met me, those other clowns, I've gotta warn you now, I'm gonna let you down. If you're sure it's gonna fall apart and you're only waiting for me to break your heart, thinking that's what love's about, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. If you're suspecting that I'm only here to whisper sweet words in your ear just for tonight, I've gotta tell you now, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. I'm gonna change your expectations. I'm gonna make a smile out of that frown. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down. But if you're convinced I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna let you down.
Traditional country music on the radio. He's my good friend Lee Sims from Colorado. That is called I'm Gonna Let You Down. My name is Tim Kelly. I am not gonna let you down when it comes to the best in new country music. We have it right here, and you can follow us over on the X that formerly is Twitter at New Country's Best. This next gentleman wrote Wild Horses for Mr. Garth Brooks' No Fences album back in the 90s. He is our good friend David Wills. This is called Poor Boys. Have you seen gas prices? I can relate to this song on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Gasoline going up every day. Damn old pump taking half my pay. Last time I went to the grocery store, bought beans and rice, couldn't afford no more. After Uncle Sam gets his cut, gotta run 2 weeks on 19 bucks. What about the poor boys hanging on to guns and Jesus, working hard in the country that just don't seem to need us? What about the mortgage and feeding our families? What about the good jobs they keep sending overseas? We ain't got a voice, ain't got a choice. All we get is hot air and noise. What about the poor boys out here in the country where it's real? Does anyone give a damn how we feel? Man, if you can't tell me what's going on, I'll be the first to cast that stone. Energy credits won't fill my tank. Going green won't pay the bank. What about the poor boys hanging on to guns and Jesus, working hard in a country that just don't seem to need us? What about the mortgage, feeding our families? What about the good jobs they keep sending overseas? We ain't got a voice, ain't got a choice. Our way of life is gonna be destroyed. What about the poor boys? keep sending overseas. We ain't got a voice, ain't got a choice. Our way of life is gonna be destroyed. What about the poor boys? What about the poor boys hanging on to guns and Jesus? Lord, it just don't seem to need us. What about the poor boys? What about our families? What about the good jobs? What about our factories? Said, what about the poor boys? Hey, what about us now?
Today's country. New music discovery.
I was driving to a new big city, starting a job trying to make my living. I was happy till I hit a detour and delay. As the sun came down, I saw a small town, a country diner lit up with neon. Outside I heard the honky-tonk music play. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. I'm looking so fine. Got my Dooney and Burke to go inside. When I walk into the place, every face turned and looked at me. Well, I tossed my hair and held up my head. I could hear their whispers and read their lips. Found a table, more than able to hold my own, you see. I told myself it's gonna be alright, but self told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. No hat, no boots, betray my roots. There might be a fox in the chicken coop, so I thought to smell like my jewelry shining in the light. Oh, these clink-up boys with the big truck toys were having fun and making some noise, but it's easy to see they know how to treat a lady right. He won me over with his big broad shoulders and a heart as big as his head. He had a smile like a child on Christmas morning, swept me away without warning when he asked me to dance. I told myself it's gonna be alright. Myself told me to hold on tight. I'm a city girl on the back road riding for life. I'm doing country tonight. Yeah, I'm doing country tonight. Come on, oh, I'm a city girl. I'm a city girl. Come on, oh, yeah, I'm doing country tonight.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
It ain't the stories that old jukebox tells. It ain't calling shots over 8-ball felt. Ain't how the neon shines through a smoke-filled room. Ain't hard to understand what keeps me on this stool. It just ain't close enough to closing time for me to leave this bar and our love behind. I know I'll close my tab with you off my mind. It just ain't close enough to closing time. It takes half a day and half a night to make half a man feel half alright. And when I hear last call, I'll get to leave this place. Oh, but as it sits, I still see your face. It just ain't close enough to closing time for me to leave this bar and our love behind. I know I'll close my tab with you off my mind. It just ain't close enough to closing time. It just ain't close enough to closing time for me to leave this bar and our love behind. I know I'll close my tab with you off my mind. It just ain't close enough to closing time. It ain't the stories that old jukebox tells. It ain't calling shots over 8-ball film.
From season number 6 of NBC's The Voice, Team Blake, our good friend Jake Worthington, and Closing Time. Well, that's exactly what time it is. We better get out of here. I want to thank Mr. Gary Pratt for joining me on the program tonight. Go check out his music. GaryPrattMusic.love is his website. I love his music and love the interview tonight. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Bye-bye, everybody.
In a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down there